In 1814 we took a little trip on Colonel Jackson down a mile of Mississippi. Took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we caught the bloody British down in New Orleans. Well, we fired our guns and the British kept coming, and there wasn't that many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi, down from Mexico. Well, we looked down the river and we see the British coming, and there must have been 100 of them beating on the drum. Well, they stepped so high they made the people ring, and we stood beside a cotton bale and didn't say a thing. Well, we fired our guns and the British kept coming, and there wasn't that many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, Hickory said we would take them by surprise if we didn't fire muskets and look them in the eyes. Well, we held our fire till the face down, and we opened up the squirrel really had hell. Well, we fired our guns and the British kept coming, and there wasn't that many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the bushes, and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast the hounds couldn't catch them down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, we fired our kind till the barrel bounced down, then we grabbed an alligator and fought another round. Well, we had felt cannonball and powers is behind, and when the gun touched the gator lost his mind. Well, we fired our guns and the British kept coming, and there wasn't that many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles, and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit wouldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Hey, how you doing out there, guitar heroes? All right, how about Johnny Horton, 1959, Battle of New Orleans. Well, I remember hearing this as a kid, and I wasn't very old. Not in 1959. Well, the writer of the song is Jimmy Driftwood, and I've heard his name before, but I don't really know anything specifically about him. This is really just a fun song to play, and got a lot of lyrics, and the pace isn't too bad. It's a little faster than probably average. There's a little kind of a little military banjo thing at the beginning, which I couldn't figure out, so I didn't do it. But that part's really not that important. The rest of it is really getting through the two choruses and all the words in the verses. So we're starting out with a G and a C and a D7. And that's pretty much what we got for the whole song. I think we just have those three chords, G, C, and D7 for the whole song. So we start out with, you know, the beginning. You can just do a little G intro if you want to. You could do a G, C, and D7 intro if you want to. G, C, D7, come back to G. You could do that as an intro, or you could just do something like this. You go 1814, we took a little trip. So do whatever you want at the beginning. It's not really that important. So we start out with a G in 1814, C. We took a little trip, D7, along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty G, Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we C, took a little beans and we D7, caught the bloody British in the town of New Orleans, G. And then we go into chorus 1. We fired and we just hang on that G. There's a lot of G in here, and then just a D7 and G at the end. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming, and there wasn't as many as their D7 was a while ago. We fired once more and they began a-running on down the Mississippi to the D7, Gulf of Mexico. So that's pretty much just a cappella to some extent, and hanging on that G chord. Fired out guns and the British hit the phone. Yeah, so let's get the pattern here. Well, 1814 we took a little trip down to Brother Jackson, Modern Medicine. We took a little bacon and we took a little bean, caught the bloody British down in New Orleans. Fired out guns and the British kept coming, and there wasn't that many of them was a while ago. So that pretty much stays the same. I'm just giving a little bit of emphasis on the downstroke. That just feels right to me. Well, we looked down the river and we see the British coming, and there must have been 100 beating on a drum. We stepped so high and they made the people sing. We stood beside a cotton bale and didn't say a thing. So there's your pace. So fairly brisk, but you know, certainly doable. Okay, so we do the first chorus, then we've got a second verse, same as the first, G, C, D7, G. And then we repeat the chorus again, the chorus number 1. And then we have another verse, this is the Old Hickory, and then we repeat the chorus 1, and then we go into chorus 2, and chorus 2 is roughly exactly the same thing. We're doing, yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the bushes. And I'm on G the whole time, and they ran through the bushes where a D7, rabbit wouldn't G go. Ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch him. On down the Mississippi to the D7, Mexico G. So then we've got one more verse, and this is the one where they use an alligator for a cannon, which is kind of comical, but I guess you put a little humor in the song. When they powdered his behind, when they touched the powder off, the gator lost his mind. So we got a little humor here. Then we repeat the chorus 1 and then chorus 2 again, and it ends up being a fun little song. I guess that's probably the best way to describe it. So there you go, Battle of New Orleans, Johnny Horton. This feels pretty good for my voice. Now I'm tuned down 1, and maybe I could come up just a little bit higher, but on the choruses it takes a little bit more effort, I guess, to stay in the key. All right, so there you go, Johnny Horton, 1959, Battle of New Orleans. Hope you got something out of this lesson. Take it easy and keep on a strumming.